Hey everyone, welcome back on the channel. In this video, we will be talking about yield aggregators. What are they? How they relate to yield farming, um, and how can you benefit from using them? Pros and cons. We'll also be taking a look at some of the most common or the most popular yield farming protocols. For example, Beefy, Harvest Finance, Pickle Finance, and there's a ton of others. I mean, look at this. Let's scroll down just to show you. I've been scrolling for a couple seconds. I already found over 50 protocols, and there's more to it. I mean, this whole niche in DeFi, it has over a billion TVL. So yeah, there's a lot of money in going in here, and you can use these as tools. You don't even have to invest with them in pools in order to benefit to an extent from using them. You can the easiest way that I can give you this info is by saying, look at every single one of these guys here, these yield aggregators, and look at them as being restaurants. And if you go into any restaurant, and let's use Beefy as an example here, if I go into Beefy, I will be having Beefy's menu for liquidity pools options. And the thing of Beefy menu is that it is a menu that has over 20 chains. It has 23 chains. So it has a lot of choice in that menu. And you can go on the menu, search yourself, filter by date, APY, so you get the juiciest APY, etc. TVL even. Let's go here on TVL, see what's some of the biggest TVL. So Beefy, the BIFI Vault, which is the native token of Beefy, has over 10 million TVL. So this gives you already an idea of how can you browse through this menu and find opportunities. And then what you can do is, for example, here, let's go on this one. You know, it's on Ethereum chain and the platform is Balancer. So if you find this pool appealing to you, if it's something that interests you, but you don't want to deal with Beefy, you can go on Balancer on Ethereum, find the pool manually, invest manually, boom, there you go. And you're using Beefy as a tool to find liquidity pools for you. And that's already good because, I mean, let me just show you here real fast. Now, they have their own safety score on Beefy. It's one of the things that sets Beefy apart from the others. They give you the cons and the pros of this safety score, why they scored it in this way. Let me go back here to show you. They have their own rating. You see, safety, all of these have max safety in a way. So they have met the criteria to have 3 bars in safety. Others are that are lesser in safety. They have 2 bars, 1 bar, depends on each specific pool. Okay, so Beefy has also their own, and other yield aggregators also have their own ways of gouging risk. Okay, they have their own audit reports, and that's for a reason. All right, so let's, now that you know how you can use this as a menu, you can also use the aggregators in a way that you are more exposed to risk, yes, but you also earn the full set of benefits of interacting with them. But before, let me just show you something real fast that I remember. So let's go here, Ethereum. I'm going to select Ethereum just because, all right? It's a big one. It has a lot of protocols. So I just filtered everything here on Ethereum, okay? And I just sorted by TVL. So I'm going to go on Harvest Finance, do the same thing. Everything here is on Ethereum. Let's sort it out by TVL. All right. So they are showing us already different pools. You see, this one here, the first one that they chose, it's iFarm, which is it's the equivalent of Beefy here, Beefy Vault. And then there's wrapped ETH. It's a try pool. It's all different types of ETH token. And here the second one is a USDC pool, right? It's on idle. It's paying yearly 5.7% a year. TVL 2.5 million. And here on Beefy, we didn't find that one yet. but we find others. So you can see different protocols have different menus. Okay, same thing here with Pickle Finance. Let's go here on, just select stuff on Ethereum. Let me go here on liquidity, just sort this out by liquidity. And again, it shows us different stuff that we were looking at on the other yield aggregators, all right? So it goes to show you, although we are looking at the same network, they will show you different menus, all right? So you can use them as a tool without being invested with them. But if you want to take full benefit of these protocols, what's going to happen is that you will also have risk when it comes to interacting with them. Why? Well, for example, let's go here on PancakeSwap. If you interact with this pool manually, you go here on PancakeSwap yourself, you connect your wallet, you deposit, and you withdraw. If you want to build your bag, you're on PancakeSwap, you get paid in cake, and then you have to withdraw your cake, one transaction. You have to swap your cake for USDT and BNB, a couple more transactions. Then you have to buy LP tokens for this specific pool or others, right? And there's more transactions to it. So you can easily add transactions up manually and have half of a dozen transactions a day or a week. Some people just compound every day. That's why I'm saying daily. And especially if you're going into a pool with low APR, a stable pool but with lower APR, and I say stable because usually they have low APR because the stake liquidity is much higher, so there's more stability to it. You know, this APR won't likely fluctuate overnight, right? So when that is happening, you know that if you are doing this manually, you are doing half a dozen transactions easily. That's going to take a little bit of time, yeah, but it's going to cost you in gas fees. And the more often you compound, the more cost you will have in gas fees, and those will be taken out from your profits. Now, if you rely on a yield aggregator, they will optimize that for you because that's what they do. They optimize pools positions for their users. So with DEFI, for example, you will not pay as much with gas fees, yes, but at the same time, they will have a cut of your profits for managing this whole thing for you. But it's still negligible what you're paying to them compared for what you're earning from using them. So that's still something you should be aware of. At the same time, if you're going here manually, you will be subjected to the risk of PancakeSwap being or suffering some malicious attack and funds being drained. Okay, so that's a layer of risk. Now, if you're using any aggregator here, it's an added layer of risk on top of that already mentioned, because these protocols, any of these, can also be attacked by anyone with malicious intent that can just take funds from it. So it's two layers of risk already that you're having by just operating deposits with these protocols. But there's the other side of the scale that I just told you, the benefits, right? You save time and money, okay? So you have to weigh the scales, make your informed decisions, all right? So basically, this is what you should know about yield aggregators. How can you use them into your advantage? And there's a ton of them. I mean, just because you find some really good pool in one of them doesn't mean that there's not a better pool out there. But at the same time, you have to assess the risk. Is it another protocol that you never worked with? Is it battle tested? Is it a newer one on the market? Are they just trying to just make a splash and into the market and pay really high APRs and attract liquidity, but after all, they're not a reliable one? I mean, you got to gouge the whole thing and decide for yourself, okay? Usually you'd be better off with these battle tested ones, the top ones. They have higher TVL for a reason. People trust them more for a reason, all right? So yeah, this is what you should know about yield aggregators. How can you use them? And it's up to you. I just gave you the tools for you to make informed decisions. Use them as a menu or use them at full um, with the full exposure both to risk and to benefit. It's up to you. Okay, so thank you for watching. If you took some value from this, make sure to like and subscribe. If you have some questions, leave them down below in the comment section, and I'll see you on the next one, guys.